Welcome aboard for another mission of the Gare Bear Review. That's right, Rico. I'm just kidding. It's me, the Gare Bear. In case you haven't noticed, these two little beauties behind me, we're going over Penguins of Madagascar, the movie. Yes, that's right. They went from a side character in a movie franchise to their own action figures, to their own cartoon show, to their own standalone movie. That is correct. So why not make more money off the franchise than a movie based on characters, based on other characters, based on action figures, based on characters? Because why not? Yeah. But yes, Penguins of Madagascar is a spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off of a spin-off. Now the thing is with this movie is that it actually starts off in the beginning when we actually first when they're kids, when the penguins are actually little kids, when they're little flippers and tiny and weird and whatnot. But we don't go throughout their whole entire lives. We actually just see the birth of Private, one of the penguins. If you don't know, he's dumb one. And the actually cool part about this is that they actually bring everyone who was in the show or in the movie or in the Madagascar movies back to voice the Penguins. They got Tom McGrath for Skipper, Chris Miller for Kowalski, Chris Knights for excuse me Private, Conrad Vernon for Rico as well. Now the thing is that in this movie it actually takes place after, after the flashback. It takes place after the third one, which actually makes sense because that's where you want, where the Penguins go after. Nobody knew, so what happens is we actually get to see what happens to the penguins after the other characters, are in the circus. So during the fireworks, they actually escape. That's what happens here, and then they go on their own little journey. Now, in this journey, they actually meet some other characters, which I loved watching. Actually, the new characters in this franchise are awesome, and not to mention the people that they got. With the talents of Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't know if you've heard of him. Mr. Sherlock, or John Malkovich, huge star. You also had Ken Jeong, Peter Stormare, Andy Richter, Werner Herzog for like a tiny second. It was actually really cool to see everybody step up into this movie and show their chops. And what I liked, it's now keep in mind it's obviously animated, it's for kids, and you legit laugh throughout the whole entire movie. Now I know you haven't heard me say that in a while for a comedy, but it's true. You actually laugh throughout the whole entire movie, and I cannot be happier to say that for a movie that I actually had a little bit of doubt in. Because, again, it's a spin off of a spin off of a spin off, and usually those don't do well at all. The thing is, the cartoon does so well on Nickelodeon, and they wanted to reward that, I guess, and they gave them a new movie, so they did. Now, the fun thing is the animation was really good. It's basically the same animations they use in the cartoon series, but with a little more budget. They had an interesting story for it. John Malkovich obviously plays the villain here, which was really cool to see. An octopus apparently, which was really cool. And I mean, there's really nothing else I can say other than it's a kids movie. So I'm just telling you to beware. And if you're like me and love puns, you will enjoy this movie a lot, and I mean a lot. Like there are so many great lines in this movie. It's like this close to being quotable. It probably is, and I'm definitely gonna get it when it comes out on soon. It's a definitely nice little kids film. You should take your kids to. It's just an overall fun movie to watch, and to enjoy. It's fun for adults as well, because I know at least people my age not really grown up, but we watched the Madagascar movies. We were probably like 17 or whatever, but we ended up watching the movies and we enjoy it. And everyone loves the Penguins, which is why they have their own cartoon series, their own action figures, and their own standalone movie now. It's just about success here. Sometimes, sometimes it falls around like Shrek. You know, the first two was a fluke. Hey, we did well. Hey, we did well again. Hey, we're gonna suck now. You know, it happens. You know, and happens to the best of them. And this one has actually not stopped being bad because it ends up getting better and better as they step along into here. And this movie it's just the same. I definitely I don't highly, but I do recommend it. It's a really fun kids movie. Adults, you'll love it. Kids, you'll definitely enjoy this movie. It's just an all around good time to have at the movie theater and at home. When it comes out on DVD, I would definitely get it. Uh, this is definitely one of those movies that you could pay full price to and not be, you will be satisfied. The animation wasn't blurry or glitchy or anything. Like again, it was the same as animation from the cartoon as it is here. It definitely enjoyable. The cast was spectacular. It's quotable all around, and I hope you guys see that. What you should also see is my channel. Make sure you guys should like, subscribe to that channel. I do apologize for the shortness of videos recently. I am just trying to get through the schedule because we just got back after a really long hiatus for the holidays and me being sick and working and whatnot, and most of us working. Um, but do stay tuned because we actually have a really good one, a biblical, if you will. It's going to be Exodus, Gods and Kings. So that should be an interesting one because I am Jewish, so that not mean being Jewish has anything to do with anything, but I've always loved the story of Noah, not Noah. You know, this story in general, the Exodus story alone, just actually I kind of enjoyed. I actually paid attention in Hebrew school for this one, so it's kind of fun to see where they go with this in this movie. Other than the Ten Commandments, please tell me half of you are old enough to get that one. So stay tuned for that, and bye.